Yesterday there's some spilling the day before, so, and homes have been submerged, and places that I know or I have known for the first time in the history of the Volta region have been submerged. I said earlier this morning that this is something that demands immediate presidential attention. Immediate. Because obviously it's beyond the capacity of NADMO. Beyond the capacity of NADMO. Apart from rice, oil, chaliwote, buckets, nothing more. So where are these people going? And where are they going to stay or put up, temporarily while they wait for the appropriate, solutions? Is that the standard operating procedure of the Volta River Authority? Questions keep coming up, but you look at their homes and you see some, submerged right up to the roof.
That's right.
That's not cool. Not cool at all.
At all. Yesterday.
And you can see the visuals on 3FM927. That's our Facebook page. It was also on Twitter. You can see them. Not cool at all.
We saw that some had also submerged. You can only see the top of the roof peeking through. What do you do?
And that's a mate of mine who sent me that video.
I see.
Suggesting that the summer. It's not the suggestion, not alleged.
Yes,
not be we are seeing
it with our own two eyes, and it's there, it's glaring.
Koro eyes.
So this morning, it's no surprise if you go on X that Akosombo is trending almost number one. A lot of you weighing in on the issues. Interestingly, the president tweeted yesterday, the first time in about 22 days or so, something unrelated to what's happening. He was wearing he said, wear UG Day. He had a nice shirt on. There are over 200 quote tweets, over maybe 200 replies to that, and a lot of people drawing his attention to what is going on currently as far as the spillage is concerned. The cries are loud. I'm just putting myself in these
That's the
people's
Pentecost
shoes.
Church.
Yes, halfway almost submerged.
Yes. So again, I would reiterate the point I raised earlier. Why is the president not talking to his people? Because it happens in Morocco, he will talk about it. Happens in Liberia, Sierra Leone, he will talk about it.
Eiffel Tower, Paris had an issue. He was very vocal about that. Black Lives Matter, he was very vocal about that.
We even had for Black Lives Matter, we even did a vigil here. We organized something at Dubois Center, right? We organized a waykeeping for somebody we don't know. Then the people who are here, and the possibility of some of these people having voted for him in 2016 and 2020. He's not talking about them. It's sad.
I wish that this would get way more prominence than it does. Some of our issues are a bit too neglected because this is very serious. I put myself in these people's shoes. What do you do? Practically, thankfully, I've never had to have a home submerged to that degree. What do you do when you go back?
I have faced it before. I mean, when we lived at Abosokai, it used to flood. I mean, it was bad. My dad's pictures and all. We struggled to get pictures to actually put together my dad's brochure for his funeral, certificates and all gone, and I feel it. I know what this feels like. My concern is that most of these houses are mud houses. So after this, it will not have structural integrity if it has not already collapsed. What it means is that people's shelter have been wiped away. Then people's businesses, we're told that as of the last count, about 42 million Ghana cedis worth of businesses, their cages for their tilapia fish farming have all gone. And I
40, you say how much?
42 million.
We can't afford to lose that type of investment.
Can't. Because you tell the young people to go and farm. You tell them to get into agric because it's lucrative. You tell them to, do something for themselves. They go and, who knows, maybe take a loan or their own small savings, or family is supporting them to put up these cages, and then here we are. It's not cool. VRA owes them huge compensation, not the rice and oil and blanket. VRA owes them huge compensation, because you see, it's not as if they are built at some wrong place. These are ancestral homes that existed long before the dam was constructed.
Right.
People were relocated to pave way for the construction of the dam and the creation of the artificial lake, Volta Lake. So people have already been moved. They are at places where for more than a century have not flooded before. So how did we get here? That's the conversation.
Anytime you mention the dam, I mean, in the past, it has always been that the levels were low to a point where we have to go and pray. So the issue of spillways have never been discussed. And I'm wondering how that happened. Because, as I'm saying, in the past, it has always been that the levels were low and Akosombo will always be reporting in the media the levels and stuff. So I think the issue of spillways, if the water level gets over, I don't think that discussion has ever come up. And these are some of the things that we need to be discussing. If the Tongu and Akosombo dams overflow, and for which reason they have to spill the water, what's the spillway, available for the water to flow safely? And when these things happen, it's just not the destruction of homes that come up for discussion. The contaminated water, because it covers everything, sewage, gasoline, everything. Because I'm sure we have some filling stations.
Somebody called the other time and said that we are not paying attention to these things, but in the Volta region, they dig. I think it was Ogawan who said that they dig, pit latrines and they use them.
That's what I'm saying.
When water comes this way,
exactly
it just washes. So the stuff is out there.
Yes. So if those are the concerns for me now. I mean, if there's no spillway to carry the water into the lake or the sea, and it's going to be flooded like this, afterwards, what plans are there?
Cholera, etc.
Because as we are saying, these are countryside homes that have latrines, KVIPs that are easily exposed to floods, and even if the water recedes, how do they take care of themselves in terms of even walking around, erosion and all that?
Let's talk to Amos Ahosu Yolo. He is an assemblyman for the Mepe Electoral area in the North Tongu district. Amos, good morning. How are you?
Good morning, sir.
Great.
I'm fine, by grace.
What is happening in your backyard?
In my backyard, our situation now is getting out of content. Actually, it's by the spilling of the Akosombo Dam. And as we speak now, the whole town is being submerged. And even our safe haven, going to the safe haven that was created for us by NADBO and DRA, before you even go there, either you swim or you go by canoe. That is the situation on the ground now. And we were told that they are going to spill it for 3 weeks. And it's not just 1 week, and the situation is like this. A lot of houses have been submerged. Properties are getting lost. Since yesterday, we don't have electricity. And relief items that are supposed to be coming, the one they brought yesterday, sir, with respect, is woefully not enough for the people. So we need tents. By now, at the safe haven, we need to create tents, at least mattresses, mosquito nets, mosquito coils, some rice, water, because all the water in the town has been contaminated. And the health aspect, cholera will break, mosquitoes will breed, and malaria and all that. So Mepe is not safe at all. And security-wise, people's items are being stolen already. So we need military men. The police, Abeme police and the Mepe station here, they are not enough. They should bring more men, either region, air force, because some of the areas, even they themselves cannot walk there, even by boat. So if they can come in, air force and all that, we are expecting them. They should come to our aid. Government should come to our aid. The people of Mepe are dying. And then you know what? Most of the communities at the lower Volta basin are also affected. At least we have 15 communities at the lower Volta basin. Most of them too are affected.
Right.
Farmlands have been submerged. And it's going to create hunger. The situation, if you look at it, if you were to look at it, send your cameramen down, let them come have out information themselves.
Amos, yesterday, videos were sent to us. You were the one in the white shirt, correct?
Yeah, I was in a white shirt.
Great. So we have all the videos that you are talking about.
Okay,
but now explain to me, the VRA says they have sent relief items to you in support of what is presently going on. Are you able to confirm to me if you were indeed informed that the spillage will happen?
Yeah, actually, there was a simulation exercise by VRA that was 11th May to create awareness. But you see, Most of them, because it has not been happening, they don't buy into it. Me, because I've been going to their holders conferences, I know what they are talking of. But the people didn't buy into the idea, and it has happened today. And I blame DRA too in a way. When you do something that the people don't understand, at least continue to make more this thing into it so that they will understand the content of it. Actually, much has not been done in that aspect. And the relief item that they are talking of that they brought, I only heard that they were in town yesterday. But having met them myself, not one city has been given to me for the people. The relief item that we're talking of, I haven't seen it yet. If I am yet to.
So now your people come to you and they're asking you, Assemblyman, what is happening? What have you been telling them?
Yeah, actually, from the onset, during the simulation exercise, because we did it in Mepe here, on behalf of the 15 communities, they were insulting me that, why am I telling them that they will be fraud and all that? You see, it was a simulation, just to test the ground for you to prepare, that in future, when it happens, where we serve as your safe haven, before even if things come to west, that will call for evacuation. But I can boldly tell authorities too that by now, if there should be a preparation, by now they should be preparing towards evacuation as well. They should be preparing towards that too.
Your own home has been submerged. Is that correct?
Yeah, my room was just in front of me. I was seeing my room like that, everything rim down. And even right now, if you want to go there, you have to swim. And as far as I'm sitting on earth now, there's no room for bolo.
So how are you and your family coping? Where do you sleep?
Well, actually, we sent part of our teams to this in the St. Kizito campus as a place that was created for us as our safe haven. My woman is a Batorian, so I sent them and the children there for them to be there before me myself. I'll be here.
In terms of the businesses that have been affected, people's livelihoods, can you tell us the extent of the damage that this spillage has caused?
Yes, a lot of businesses, provision stores. Right now, even our own bank, Mepe Area Rural Bank, it has entered into each environment already. Most businesses are affected. Those who prepare food stuff for us, for the public, no. Because maybe you are preparing the food at the roadside, but your house is in submit somewhere, and then you have to go in and then be looking at it. So there is going to be hunger. I'm telling you, the situation is not the best.
For those who do tilapia farming at your place, have they also been affected?
Greatly affected, because this thing has been taken away. It has been washed away, just like that. Because the seed, the net, all the nets has been torn. So it carries those things away.
What time did the spillage happen? Did it happen in the dead of the night, during the day? When?
Yeah, sometimes in a day. It was continued to be systematic. Since the day they started it has been on like that. And then when it is going hard, they release more, then the speed continue. The speed continue in that sequence. You see water gushing out in a place, a dry land that you know. And you'll be surprised. Oh, sir, I can boldly tell you that thousands of houses have been submerged and properties have been lost. I only thank God that no life has been lost yet. It's only an old man yesterday, but God was so good enough. My boys were able to, rescue him.
I see.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the farms. Your area is also a predominantly farming area.
Yeah, we do.
What about the farms? Yes.
Yeah, that is our major occupation.
What about the farms? Have they also been affected? So food security comes.
Most farms have been affected.
The president has not spoken about your situation, but we have seen the president in recent time talk about Morocco, talk about Sierra Leone, talk about things that are happening in the United States, when disaster strikes, Haiti, etc., to the point where we even bought chocolates for some people in Ukraine or so, about 4 million, Turkey and all of that. But the president has said nothing about your situation. How do the people feel about it?
We are extremely bad. We feel bad because the government should know, the president should know that one of the primary functions of every government is to protect life and property. So if your people are dying, the people who voted for you into the position of trust, and you cannot make any pronouncement in all this while, then there is I can't think far. The president by now have to make a pronouncement because the people are dying. And it is this same dam that provides us electricity in Ghana. So if the people are dying at the lower voter division, health implications and all that, and you, the president, you cannot make a pronouncement as at now, then no, my choice of words, I don't want to go far. Because all this information, before the spilling starts, he might have handed information about it. You understand? It's government institution. So if we can't hear anything from him as at now,
the president.
You want them to come in.
You want the president to come in?
Yes, they should come in. Even if he himself to visit the area, he should come and ascertain the situation himself, or he should send his men onto the ground, the vice president, interior minister, local government minister. They should all come in to see the sufferation here. Not Tongu alone self cannot bear it. Not Tongu alone cannot bear it. Our Nadmon, they are toothless. They don't have anything. National should come in, we are dying. The people of Mepe at the lower voter basin, including other communities, are dying.
If I hear you right, not even a single government official has visited you?
Well, actually, it was Honorable Okujetu Abrakwa because it's his constituency. And the GRA officials that they are talking of, I haven't sight eyes on them, so I can't confirm it. If I were to see them, yes, I'll confirm it because under normal circumstances, we are government representatives here. Being government representatives and government officials are coming, why can't they draw our attention so that we will be with them and that our people will also see that at least there is an effort in place? I haven't sighted eyes on them yet. Not even one.
So now, where do we go? Because there's a possibility that the dam spillage will happen again. If it does happen, what will you do?
Yeah, actually, there's nothing we can do. So as of now, some of the people are going to Sege area, others are going to Bato area, but because Bato, yes, is yet to start, because they haven't started well yet over there. Yeah, so I will advise my people that this is the time. If you are looking at the situation and it's getting worse in your area, be heading towards whichever area. And our people, the citizenry, the men, the notable men of women, the noble ones of Mepe, this is the time that I'm expecting that they should be making pronouncements. And they have their relatives here. They should bring cars, pick up to come and assist them so that they can convey their whatever into whichever area they are staying.
Amos, I wish you well, and we commiserate with you on this occasion. We hope that the authorities will come to your aid in good time so that you will find peace and respite all over again.
Please do. I'm very grateful. Yes, finished. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Amos Ahosu is the Assemblyman for Mepe in the Northern District of the Volta region of the Republic of Ghana.
We have some around the Bagri situation,
yes.
the Weja.
Yes.
So I'm thinking about now we should have an association of dam officials who would also roll out an action plan and share with the people periodically. So they don't wait maybe a month to the spillage and they'll just go and run through with some information and then say we inform them. There should be some action plan where even if you enter the community on billboards, the radio stations have it once a while.
Is that not Assemblyman's job?
in the
as
schools.
Minister for Works
No, but you see,
and housing.
and in the schools,
Right.
they should be having this kind of rollout so that everybody is aware. Because if you listen to the gentleman, he said when he came with the team to come and talk to them, he said
nothing of the sort will happen.
they say it won't happen because over the years, they are, as I said earlier, they were not used to that kind of thing. And so if we have an action plan that has an education component where regularly we go to all the markets, like the way these politicians will be splashing their billboards and posters around, we should have some intense education around these areas.
You know, when we went to Tetegu,
Yes.
right? Tetegu to
Exactly.
have the outside broadcast. They spoke about the Danes River wager and they spoke
Exactly,
about
the
the silting.
Yes.
Right? The Assemblyman is also talking about the silting. Right? So consistently, it looks as if EPA, VRA, all those
They are not connected.
they are not talking to each other
Yes.
enough to
Exactly.
because if people have lived in those villages for more than 100 years and they have not experienced this before, but the dam spillage has happened before, many times before now, and it is now happening, it means there's a problem somewhere.
Exactly.
So to paint a picture, you have, because of a lack of desilting, you have matter that has now risen, and then when
Thank
the
you.
water
Yes.
It has
Yes.
to
comes on
now
top of it,
overflow.
And
okay.
Mepe has rivers even beyond the water.
A lot
If you
of rivers.
There's a hotel just behind the hotel. There's a river. So the place has a lot of water already. The water region has water already.
That's right.
And so if the action plan, as I'm saying, is not something that exists and is being rolled out periodically, how do you just walk in one day and say they won't see? That's how human beings behave. So they should have.
They have not seen it before.
Exactly.
So they won't believe you when you
Yes.
come and tell them that it will happen.
You see, Bagri Dam, Wija Dam, Pond Dam, Akosombo Dam, the officials should come together and have, if it doesn't exist already, have an association where, as I'm saying, they have a national action plan where all those areas have pieces of information regularly. Radio stations are out there already. We have market women, we have schools, organized groups. Go there, let them know that this is what can happen. So when it happens, this is it. Because even if the water recedes, the ground becomes very slippery and all that. The contamination we are talking about, the fecal matter and everything, electrocution because of which they are
Farming
Yes.
becomes a
the
problem.
power. So it's a huge problem that shouldn't be treated
Yeah,
haphazardly.
the health
Ad hoc.
angle, William, that you
You
mentioned,
know.
and also Johnny, that you added to, is something that is very serious.
big
Think
issue.
about the
Yeah.
breeding of the
Yes, yes,
mosquitoes,
yes, yes.
typhoid, cholera, so that once this is all said and done, we'll have another issue to
Exactly.
contend with, multiple issues. Look at the healthcare system already.
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 And NADMO doesn't have money.
This is
NADMO
beyond
doesn't-
NADMO's
Beyond.
capacity. It's beyond NADMO's
see,
capacity.
so if we wait-
if NADMO can come and say that, we will do something about it because they want to save face. But stricto sensu,
They don't have
this
money.
is beyond
They don't have,
NADMO.
they
Come
don't even
on.
have the resources.
It's beyond them.
And so the best thing to go about some of these things is to keep the people informed and make sure that the spillways are clearly defined. And if there's any desilting to be done, it is done regularly. You don't wait 2-3 days, 3 weeks, and you go and sit in some pickup
Use
and
megaphone.
hello, hi, spillage water. What's that?
That's
I
not
mean,
going to work.
you know-
Do we expect that things will happen by
You know,
magic? It's one. I
Just
don't get
last
it.
week, we spoke to Honorable Ablaji Fagomashi, Ketu South MP.
That's right.
And she had same sentiments being expressed.
That's the point I'm making.
So, what is that? Are we disaster ready as a country?
Oh no. We're not disaster ready as
know
a
what we're
country. And
doing.
look at what is happening around us. Other countries who even have a plan and are intentional about it are reeling when disasters hit. God save us all.
Because we have not put as I keep saying, we have not put the people at the center of anything. Because these areas that we mentioned are all coastal areas.
That's right.
And coastal area means there's water, and the dams are also situated around those areas.
Plus, add the rivers.
Yes, exactly. So definitely this one day or the other, it's either natural disaster or the spillage of the dams will happen and the floods will come. What are we doing? Do we have to always wait? The action plan, we have to really call for one.
We are too reactive.
Yes.
Anyway.
Too reactive.
Well, we don't want to be reactive. Dr. Nyaho Tamaklo, captain, doctor, statesman, politician, and the father figure, Manado's best friend. He had a message for him yesterday. Listen to it.
Words we cannot pass.
We'll see you. We'll see you after this break. Yeah, we'll see you shortly after this break. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Get ready to join the hygiene revolution. On October 13, the Nima cluster of schools will be buzzing with excitement as 3FM Sunrise in your community brings